One king, along with this minister, went for hunting. And they were in the jungle. In the jungle, the king was using a bow and arrow for hunting. In front of the king, he saw one animal and he tried to hunt that animal. He put the arrow into the bow and he released the arrow. By mistake, when the arrow left, the arrow touched his left hand's thumb and he got his thumb dismembered because of this arrow itself. And the king is having no left hand thumb now. Blood is oozing out of the thumb and king is in pain. He cried for some time because of the pain. And now the king told to the minister, "Look at me, what happened? I lost my thumb. I don't know what to do. I lost my left hand's thumb. I don't know what to do." Now the minister said, "Don't worry, my dear king. Whatever happens, happens for the better. ಚಿಂತೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಡಿ ರಾಜರೇ, ಆಗೋದೆಲ್ಲ ಒಳ್ಳೆಯದಕ್ಕೆ. घबराइए नहीं महाराज, जो भी होगा भलाई के लिए होगा." King became so enraged by this comment. When they came back to the palace, king put the minister into jail. And king told, "I had lost my thumb and I was in pain. You made a mockery of me, saying that everything will happen for the better. You were supposed to console me at that time. Instead of consoling me, you made a mockery of me. I am putting you into jail. What do you say now?" Again, minister said, "Don't worry, my dear king. Whatever happens, happens for the better. आगोदल्ला ಒಳ್ಳೆಯದಕ್ಕೆ ರಾಜರೇ. जो भी होगा भलाई के लिए होगा महाराज." Now king said, "Okay, let me see what better will happen to me, what better will happen to you. Stay in the jail." After a few weeks, king was alone. He became bored. He decided, let him go alone for hunting now. This time, instead of a bow and arrow, he was having a sword in his hand. And he thought, he was having a bow and arrow as well. He thought, let me go for hunting on my own. Now king went alone to the forest, and king went deep into the jungle, and he was lost in the jungle somewhere. He could not find out an escape route from the jungle. He went on going in different directions. He landed up in one aboriginal's shelter. There were many aboriginals, native forest dwelling people. When king went there, there were many people there. He thought these people may help me in getting out of the forest. But for his dismay, those people were aboriginals and they were having a festival on that day for their local deity. And they were looking for an animal which could be sacrificed to their deity. Normally, such people, aboriginal people, they will worship demigods or cruel gods and they will have all types of animal sacrifices. Now don't ask question about that now with me. All these things I am going to discuss in my next presentation, which is called as Secrets of Spirituality. Let us discuss that later on, not now. So when these aboriginals were looking for an animal, they found that, or they thought that their goddess herself had sent an animal now, which is having a crown on the head and which is having very good dress in the body, very plump and fluffy looking person. They did not know that this is a king of the neighboring kingdom. They thought one animal has come to their region. And the priest was so happy. There was a priest, the priest was so happy that they have an animal which can be sacrificed to their goddess or deity. Now those people, in their own language, they kept on discussing. Their language, king could not understand. Yesterday I had told you the language of Paishachi, how in an unrefined way people speak. So they kept on speaking and they told the priest to check this animal. They caught hold of king, they dragged him to the altar and told the priest to check this king. Now the priest carefully checked this animal of sacrifice. Priest saw that the animal is not having one thumb in the left hand. And the priest said in his own language, "Release this animal, it is unfit to be sacrificed to our deity." And king understood, because I have lost my left hand's thumb, now they have felt that I am unfit to be sacrificed. They have released me. King became so happy. King came out. Somehow king came out of the jungle through his own efforts. He was so happy that because of his loss of the thumb, now his neck is saved. He went all the way to the palace and he told to the minister that, my dear minister, you were right. I had lost my thumb. Now, because of the loss of the thumb, today my neck is saved. Otherwise, they would have sacrificed me. So, whatever you told, that whatever happens, happens for the better, it proved to be true today. And again, the minister said, my dear king, whatever happens, happens for the better. महाराजरे आगोदेल्ला ಒಳ್ಳೆದಕ್ಕೆ. Maharaj, जो भी होगा भलाई के लिए होगा. Now the king said, something better happened to me. Because of the loss of the thumb, my neck is saved now. But you are in the jail now. What better has happened to you? The minister said, my dear king, you lost your thumb and your neck is saved. If you did not put me into jail, I would have come with you. I have all the 10 fingers intact. So I would have lost my neck. They would not have sacrificed you. They would have sacrificed me. That way, you put me into jail, something better to happen to me as well. My dear friends, you should develop a positive attitude towards life. We should not be worrying too much about the past. We should not be anxious too much about the future.